My silicone stuck to my silicone. And I had to cut it with... Well, if you're following along on this journey, I'm here to tell you this is not a great update. I have my leftover silicone from the first failed mold. I was excited to use that for my new molds. I'm using my trays here from Alumilite and my mold release for the mushrooms themselves. Now, I'm laying these flat, but I wanted to make sure that they weren't touching the plastic rim because then I wouldn't get the full roundness of the mushroom. So I watched a few Alumilite videos. They used monster clay. Unfortunately, I do not have monster clay, so I thought I would just use the abundant amount of silicone that I had. So my plan here was to lay my first layer of silicone down and then put the mushrooms on top of that layer of silicone and then pour the silicone on top of it and start making my two-part mold. That way I got the full roundness of the mushrooms, and that would have been a perfect mold in theory. So this is just me laying the first base layer. This would have been monster clay, but did not have monster clay, so hence the silicone. Now that is partially dry, I'm putting my mushrooms in to start the first part of the mold. I'm trying to make sure I don't get the stems completely covered. So I was trying to fill it so it would be underneath the cap, but not completely lose the stems. So once it's fully cured, I'm just gonna go in and like clean it up a little bit with the X-Acto knife. Same over there. This is why I don't make molds. I need you, girl. But I can just like peel all that stuff off and fix it. And if that guy's no good, then that's fine because he's super tiny. And this is about where I messed up. I used a mold release to keep the silicone from sticking from the silicone, which was not the right move. Apparently you're supposed to use Vaseline, or you can even use baby powder. I just used mold release, which is great for getting your mold out of the molding house, but not for keeping silicone from sticking from silicone. And as you can see, I kind of realized that during this process. I sprayed a lot more on there, and I was like, oh, okay, here goes nothing. I'm just gonna make sure it gets into every little crevice and hope for the best. The silicone was already mixed and we were running low on it at this point, so I just went for it. Not to mention, I also put my little markers in the wrong spot. Those smiley faces were supposed to be on the first layer of the silicone pour, so that was also a very interesting learning lesson for me. At least I had some extra filler to save me from using too much silicone in these trays. Count the amount of times I say silicone in this video and leave it in the comments. So this must not stop silicone from sticking to silicone, which I didn't know because my silicone stuck to my silicone. And I had to cut it with a knife. You see my little cut marks? So we're definitely gonna have to use the air dry clay now. Oh, look at all my little bubbles. I'm so glad I've been working my ass off for this last 2 days. And so was I supposed to like, how did they, I watched a video of the girl who does the dice, and she puts like little gems here, right? She puts little gems here. And then, you're supposed to put this on the first layer, not the second layer. Okay, well, I could glue it. Literally everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. But at least I got cute little molds of this, I guess.